Thank you for being here tonight to celebrate and reflect on a big season. It's great being in a room with all of you, our West Coast family, who journeyed with us through the highs and the lows, the achievements of the season, as well as the challenges that we faced along the way. Last time we were all together like this was at our season launch nearly 4 months ago. We were on the cusp of our season, preparing to play Richmond in round 1. And when I spoke that night, I tried to bring you inside and share the stories of what we'd been working on throughout our pre-season. One of the most impactful moments of our pre-season happened at our camp. Through some honest conversations and an influx of new people from other teams with different experiences. In that moment, we realised that given our history in the AFLW, some of us had learnt to set mediocre goals for ourselves. Subconsciously, we were aiming low, unknowingly trying to protect ourselves by avoiding failure. Verity Simmons, who's here tonight, one of our players, summed it up in a way that resonated with us all and carried us through the season. She used the analogy of an archer, stepping up to the line and aiming at the target. Every time they step up to shoot, they aim for the smaller circle in the middle. They don't always hit it, but they certainly have a better chance of hitting the middle if they go after it, as opposed to aiming for the bigger circles around the outside. We acknowledged why we'd found ourselves there. To aim for the edges is safer. Thinking you might miss, and missing, doesn't carry the emotional risk of actually doing the work it takes to truly believe you can hit the middle, only to land in the edges. That would be a failure. We went to work on and off the field, increased our understanding of what training to win looked like, learnt the importance of roles, and rewarded the ones that might go unnoticed to others but were vital to how we wanted to play. We went to work on what behaviours and actions brought our values to life and helped to shape our culture. We started to create evidence of what our best looked like, how dangerous we were when we had a squad of 34 competitive and connected players tipping into their roles with a we not me mindset. Doing the work meant that we went into each game genuinely believing that we could win. And we reached a point midway through the season where we believed we could make the finals. We believed that we could hit the middle. Ultimately, as you all know, we didn't. We missed. The second half of the season brought growth despite not getting endorsement in the form of wins. That progress is harder to see and harder to feel. Importantly, the Martians who come to watch our games, despite not knowing what game we're playing or how to interpret the scoreboard, wouldn't have known that we finished on a 5-game losing streak. They were watching, but more often than not, our body language and competitiveness looked the same. This was progress. There were also plenty of learnings, obvious indications of where we have more work to do, where the gap still remains. With the losing and the missing came a suitable dose of disappointment. We had risked it emotionally. We thought we could win and we didn't, which hurts. But I see this failure as one of our most important achievements of the season, one of our biggest signs of growth. We believed. In aiming high and missing, we are much closer to getting to where we want to be, clearer about the hard work that's required, and where, once we've had time to prioritise our other loves and we're ready to go again, where we need to channel our energy. The best teams, those who have earned the privilege to still be playing footy this weekend, were stronger, more powerful and able to execute the fundamentals of the game more consistently. They were predictable to each other, able to problem solve and lean into their values and how much they care about each other, even when the greatest challenges presented. Across 4 quarters, 11 games, at home and on the road. The progress we have made is real, but we must keep building upon it and become unconditional. We must make the aiming, hitting or missing together, reflecting and aiming again, just who we are. Just want to make a few mentions to some people that are in the room tonight. I first wanted to acknowledge and thank a number of players whose time as players with us has come to an end for now, and thank them for their dedication and contributions to our program. To Sasha Goranova, Emily Elkington, Matilda Sargent, Verity Simmons, Mac Webb, Oki DiDonato, Tess Lyons and Jamie Harkin, thank you, and we wish you all the best in the next chapter of your football journeys. And in life, and hope you can reflect on your time positively as Eagles for life. This season also saw us bid farewell to Evie Gooch after 7 seasons and 43 AFLW games. Gooch, your impact has been far-reaching and beyond the years of service and the games that you played. It never sounds like a big enough number to justify the amount of work that goes into it. But your professionalism, your leadership, your commitment to the team, all of those things have helped shape our culture and will continue to influence our club beyond tonight and long after you hang up the boots. So thanks, Gucci. Gooch has also been an incredible role model, I think, and I've only worked with her for a short period of time, but in terms of balancing excellence on the field alongside having a really strong purpose and building an impressive off-field career as well, you've set a great example in that sense, and you now get to enjoy the next chapter of your life thanks to the hard work that you've put in. So enjoy, Gucci. I'd also like to acknowledge 3 players who reached significant milestones this season: Bella Lewis, Belinda Smith and Emma Swanson, who each played their 50th game for the club. Swanee, whose elite standards and thirst to improve saw her flourish in a new role down back this season. Belinda, the ultimate team player, who played across all 3 lines this year and took on every role with her infectious passion and a team-first attitude. And Bella, who has played every single game since her debut in 2021, which points to her competitive nature and the consistent elite standards she drives. Some final thank yous. I've mentioned a number of players, but to the rest of you, thank you for your passion and hard work and the huge amount of energy that you choose to give our program, always bringing the energy. And your will to improve. I think I noticed this really early about you guys. The way that you interact with each other, our broader club, the fans, like Paul mentioned, and the broader community as well, is something that I am and we are really, really proud of. So thank you. To the coaches and staff who always go above and beyond what your job description is and what your contracted hours are in many instances. Thank you. To Don and Paul Fitzpatrick, and congratulations on your term, Paul, and thank you for everything that you've done. But to you guys and the board for your commitment to progress in the AFLW space, your leadership within the club and your ever-increasing investment in AFLW through 2024. It's brought a lot of positive changes to how AFLW sits and fits within the club, and they'll go a long way to helping us strive for elite standards, belonging and allowing us to thrive moving forward. So thank you. To all the other staff members in the room, Paul mentioned this as well, but one of my lasting images from the season was at the AFL, the Derby, and pulling up, you know, at whatever time it was, 3 hours before the game, and Trav in his bucket hat directing cars where to park. Pete Cerise, I reckon, should have been wearing a GPS that day. He would have, you know, at least done 8Ks, I reckon, which is right up there, Pete. Running around doing whatever job was required to deliver the day. So they were just a couple of examples, but the increasing crowd numbers that we had throughout the season came off the back of a whole lot of planning and hard work from everyone in every department, so thank you. To our club partners that are in the room, it's really, really obvious with you guys and the group that we have that it's not just a financial transaction, that you guys are also our biggest supporters, and we love seeing you at the games, and not just at home, but Michael from DMC, who was new on board this year and turned up in Sydney and managed to get in the team song with his son was really, really special. So those little moments that we have with you, we look forward to continuing to build the partnership beyond having your logos on our backs. To the families in the room and partners, thank you for being such a vital part of our players' support networks. You're there to celebrate them at their best. We'll clap. And still there to support them in our darker moments as well. And it was awesome to see so many of you and get to know you throughout the season, also at home or on the road. To any members and fans, the passion and joy is why we do what we do. And thank you. Paul mentioned the crowd numbers as well, but a 75% increase in our home grounds games was awesome. Some of the faces in the crowd are here again tonight in Duggo and Oscar. And I just wanted to take this opportunity on behalf of the AFLW program to firstly thank you for your support of our team this year. It means a lot to us when we come into the shed at half-time and see your faces kind of listening and getting involved in what we're doing. And we also look forward to continuing to work with you guys and further grow our relationship now that we'll have a bit more crossover in our seasons. But thank you and all the best. You guys are at the other end of your season, and with you and Bally, who's here tonight, and Minnie in his first year, we wish you all the best and look forward to reciprocating the support we felt from you guys. All right, I've probably gone over time. I'm good at that. All right, as I wrap up, I just wanted to read an excerpt of the club manifesto that was written by John Steele, who was engaged by Don at the beginning of the year to conduct a big project where we updated and set a vision for the club and reset our shared club values. Part of this was this beautiful manifesto capturing our history, our vision and where we want to get to, and the values that will help us get there. I read it again recently, and on reflection of our season, this part of it, it's long and really nice to read. If anyone's allowed to get access to it, it's worth doing, but this is a small part of it that really resonated with me with where we're at. He wrote, "There are two types of people in this world. One's comfortable, the other's restless. One has faith in the tried and tested, the other always wonders, what if? One is satisfied with everything they've achieved. The other believes their best is yet to come." This was down a bit. It's not directly after that if you go back and read it, ... "The only way to achieve our goal is for everyone at the club, whatever their role, to be committed to progress. We have to keep making incremental, continuous, sustained, hard-fought progress." This is back to me now. That's John. So with that in mind, I say thank you to our players and our people for your contribution to the hard-fought, incremental progress we made this year. And congratulations in advance to all the award winners who will be recognised for leading the way with this season. But as we draw close on our most successful season ever, let's accept the challenge of sustained progress. Let's acknowledge that the onus is on each of us to achieve that. Let's be the restless ones. Have a great night. Thank you.